China is now very self-reflective, taking into consideration the 5,000 years of culture. That means this country is now turning from a pure production country in an engineering and developing country on its own. It's fantastic to see. And also the perspective from Euro and the United States on China is going to change, because it's not only a production country anymore, it's now about engineering and innovation in the digital transformation era. So it's a fantastic new step for China as a country, but also as a global player, as we all know. I would call out at least 3 companies, Chinese companies on the global market that I'm personally very excited about. Number one, obviously, it's Huawei, due to the collaboration we've managed to take in place with regard to Leica and Huawei. That is very enriching the kind of smartphone industry when it comes to imaging quality. That's outstanding. But also number 2, I would definitely call it Alibaba and Tencent. They all stand for something that I would call the new type of entrepreneurship coming from China. It's about innovation, and it's about being relevant on a global market. That means they're not dealing with solutions only for the Chinese domestic market anymore. It's now really redefining what is relevant on the global market. The number one thing that we need to understand when it comes to China is that the number of highly qualified young people is just outstanding. Where we see a kind of a very declining talent pipeline in Europe and also in the United States, it's exactly the opposite in China. Number 2, the qualification and expertise level among the young rookies in China is just outstandingly good. And therefore that means I would expect software and cloud-based solutions being invented in China the next 2 or 3 years that we would not get from nor Silicon Valley or any place in Europe. That means the engineering quality in China is really going through the roof right now. And again, it's not about a copy-paste mentality anymore. It's now a real engineering in the digital transformation era. So we should all expect a lot of new kind of momentum coming from China. But I don't see a lot of differences, quite frankly, between the 2 major kind of regions in the world, because we all try to really find the solution for the same kind of key targets. And this is about how to make this planet a better place, based on technology solutions and based on the fact that we need to provide anyone on this planet access to the new type of technologies. No one should be not involved in that. Everybody should have that access.
This is Trending China.